Uh, Alright. Welcome. Or there's nobody here yet, but um, yeah. I'm starting off. I'm gonna finish. I don't think I'm gonna finish it this stream, but I'm gonna try. Um, Last stream I was building an airport, and this stream I'm gonna try to finish that. I think I'll finish it this stream. I still got like a lot left to go. I finished a huge runway. Um, yeah, I'm gonna invite some people to the stream, hoping they join. Hold up, I need to check if the stream's working. Alright, the stream seems, there's audio, the stream's working. Alright, I'm gonna share it. Share. Um, Alright. I was, wait, I was quiet for so long. Oops. Um, well, last stream I was building the layout. I got the whole layout done. Got and some dude he came and helped me finish the runway. So I gotta finish the runway. I had to go to sleep early last stream, so because I had to wake up early, so I couldn't do more. I would have done way more, but this stream I don't have nothing to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay up longer this stream and then try to finish this out. I think I'm gonna finish most of the road and maybe half or maybe most of this. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Oh, one person joined. Not too sure who it is, but welcome. I'm gonna finish out the road. It'd be nice if I had help, but I don't think the dude that helped me last stream is online right now. Building the layout yesterday for this thing, the whole layout for the airport was very tedious. I had to go count every single block to make sure it was all symmetrical. That's why I have the marks. All those marks is 10 blocks. So this whole thing's, I think it's about 1,000. I think it was. I can't remember. It was 1,000. Was pretty sure. What do you mean, either I'm illiterate or I can't read. Yeah, I've been in streams. I haven't been out in the world. I haven't been doing much. Just at home playing. I would do Modern Warfare, but what do you call it? Um, I kind of wanted to play Minecraft more because, the new update came out and, I've been waiting for this update for like 6 months now. And, big bro moments. Ooh. I'm so glad this update came out. I've been waiting too long for this update. Use a shovel. I don't think it's more effective if I use a shovel. I doubt it. Although I'm still getting used to this new like looking for stuff system. Wait, no, I could have sworn I hit the shovel. Wait, how'd I get the iron pickaxe? That makes no sense. My screen is frozen. I just hear you. That's fine. You can hear my lovely voice. My voice isn't that nice. See, it's about the same with the shovel. Oh, look, I can prove it. Oh, look. If not, it's faster without the shovel. Enchanted. I don't believe it makes a difference. Fine, I'll do it. What enchantments? I'm not. I haven't played in like What does it do that? Like, I click on something and it clicks the thing above it. I don't know if that's just me being an idiot or. I just cleared out my heart bar. Damn. I'm a veteran and I'm doing fucking noob mistakes. Okay, it would be efficiency, I'm pretty sure. Where's efficiency? And where's the shovels? Yeah, this either I'm doing the wrong enchantment or it's basically the same. I used efficiency 5. I don't think the shovel makes a difference. It's basically the same. At least now I don't have to count how many blocks I need. I could just like pause while I'm digging. 'Cause yesterday I had to count every single block for the main runway, and I couldn't like do download or else I'd lose count. I'd lose count, and so it was kind of dull and tedious last stream. But then some dude came out and helped me, and then I finished the layout. And then we finished the main runway. Not gonna lie, the main runway looks pretty sick. I keep doing that. I keep doing the. Okay. Yeah, I keep messing up on the straight line. The runway ended up being 10 times longer than I initially anticipated on doing it. It goes way longer because when I first started doing the roads there's like supposed to be, that one's the taxi road. These are like the roads for the plane to go on. and then exit out. They initially ended up being bigger than I thought, so I had to make the runway way bigger to make it up to scale. And that still doesn't I still have to do like the if I fly high enough you could see it, I think. If you see that rectangle right there, that's a terminal or a building right there, goes right there, and then a building goes out right here, and that's like basically the inside of the airport. That's in the layout, but I didn't lay that out because I'm gonna work on the design for that later. And of course I'd like to break this block. I barely got on, so like I'm still a little slow. I'm not. Funny. Sounds weird saying, but I'm not warmed up yet. We're not warmed up to play Minecraft. Either that or my TV's far back, because I don't have my TV this far back. I usually have my TV up close. And I don't like this like curve. I don't like this I don't want to say the word because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make myself sound stupid. Because I'm pretty sure this is not diagonal. But I hate how it goes this way where it's like curvy. I can't just like go straight. And I have to not manually, but like get every block. It's like about the fastest way to do this. So whoever's watching, how's your guys' days going? I'm not too sure who's watching. I think I have a general idea. If you'd text me something, it wouldn't be that dull on conversation. Yeah, I could tell you're on by the thing, but it doesn't. It just says 2 viewers. It doesn't tell me who's watching. So Juan, what have you been up to lately? I know there's like not much. I know there's like a delay time when you hear when you hear me talking. What about me? I haven't been doing nothing that interesting either. I've just been like mostly doing homework. And well, besides the streams, I would have streamed maybe this week or not. I'm not counting yesterday's stream, but like I probably would have maybe streamed on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but I went to the hospital. I'm pretty sure you saw my story. I went to the hospital, and then I've just been in pain since. I'm not in pain now. Yesterday I did the stream because it didn't really hurt. Now I think the pain is mostly done. Oh, you don't know why? I could have sworn you seen this before. Well, so basically what happened was, since, what do you call it, since I get the homework packets from the school, and, I have my desk in my room and my chair, the what do you call it, the black chair that I have in my room, so I sit on it all day doing my homework and then afterwards playing games, right? And so the chair is meant for shorter people, and since you know how like we're tall, what do you call it? The hunch on the seat that's supposed to like support your back. That's meant for stuff like that's meant for like it's meant for not I don't want to say shorter people, but like it's meant for average height people, which is like five. I think it's like average height they make chairs for is like 5'7", 5'6", and then I'm like 5'9", 5'10". So the hunch sits on my back weird, and so since I sit on it all the time, it it put pressure basically on the muscles on my back, and then it swelled them up from all the pressure, like, and kind of made them bruise. They felt, and like it hurt really bad. So when I would move like my neck, like when I move for I can't talk. When I'd move my neck up and down, it hurt really bad. And also when it didn't hurt. It didn't really hurt when I. It mostly hurt when I moved my whole body or my neck or my head or my neck. Not so much my arms or legs. So now that I know that, what do you call it? I'm not using that chair no more. I'm using another chair that I have. The back seat is adjustable, so I won't get that problem no more. But the only thing with this chair is if I like go back to or okay, how do I explain it? If I push too hard on the back seat thing, it goes down. Like it slouches back. It doesn't slouch back too far, but like it slouches back, and sometimes I don't want it to slouch back. But for the most part, it stays up if I don't apply too much pressure on it. But like, I was supposed to, and then at the hospital, the dude at the hospital, my mom was trying to, kept saying, "Oh, it's from playing video games all the time," and I go, "No, because my like." The hands didn't really have to do much with the back. It was like there's no way I would have gone like hurt like that over like one day of gaming, because before that I didn't play any games. On Monday was when I went to the hospital. Before that I didn't play no games on Sunday or Saturday. So there's no way it could have been gaming. And so the dude at the hospital, my mom was telling him, doesn't that happen whenever you like play too much video games? And the doctor was like, not really. It's uncommon for it to be because of video games. What do you call it? But it could have been like you could have hit your back on something, or you were playing outside, or like doing a sport, or exercising, or working, or lifted up something heavy. He said it could have been one of those things, or could have been like putting like too much pressure on the back, which is what I was doing with the chair that I was using. It was putting too much pressure on the wrong side of on the wrong part of the back, and that caused it to swell up and tense up the muscles, and it hurt like really bad. It didn't feel like a cramp. It felt like oh, someone left. It kind of felt like a I don't know how. It kind of felt like a bruise, but at the same time it kind of felt like a very bad bruise. But at the same time, it like if I moved too much, it knocked the air out of me. If that makes sense, like if I'd move wrong, I'd lose my breath. Like it'd take the air out. If that does that make sense? Like I'd go. I don't know if you can hear that, but like I don't know, but like It's kind of hard to describe the pain. My mom was trying to also say it was probably a urine infection, which doesn't make sense either because I only drink water. I don't like drinking soda. And also what was another thing? They gave me at the hospital. They gave me painkillers and muscle relaxants. They gave me a shot in the arm for the muscle relaxants, and what do you call it? It made it feel better. I was able to sleep that night. Oh my. Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? If you're wondering, my teacher at this school is a guy, so no, I don't swing that way. Oh, there's auditions for the musical after break. PE coach. Nah, I wouldn't. She's too. Yeah, I don't think I would. Cause I don't just like I wouldn't fuck just to fuck. Know what I mean? I'm not like that. Does it make sense? And she'd probably she'd probably get in, if someone found out, she'd get in trouble. She'd get she'd go to jail for what does it call it? I forgot what it's called, but it's no, I forgot what it's called, but it was something rape. Statutory rape, there we go. Oh, you can't hear me over breaking blocks? Wait, hold up. I wonder if I... Can I... Let me see if I can turn down the volume of the game. I have the Minecraft music off. I'm gonna turn that up. Those are some bangers. Is that better? Can you hear me over the... Wait, why come the music's not playing? Usually the music ear rapes you, and for some reason it's not playing. Oh, that's on. So I'm not too sure what to talk about. I can talk about... I could talk about the political stuff going on YouTube right now. Apparently, COPPA, which is, if you don't know what COPPA is, it's basically where it's a new law trying, quote unquote, trying to protect kids from from being sold ads by YouTube or what do you call it, big businesses, and all that was kind of YouTube's fault because YouTube was like advertising, oh, we have the most kids on our plan, we have the most we have the most kids on our platform that watches us, right? And they can't say that because they can't there's a law in the USA where you can't, it is dumb, where you can't, what do you call it, where you can't get kids under 13, was it? Yeah, you can't get kids under 13 to get ads, if that makes sense, or to be persuaded to, like, to see ads basically, right? And so YouTube, being an idiot that they are, they were telling investors and businesses that, oh, we have the most kids that watch your on our site, come join us. And then so they got in trouble for that because they're not supposed to be advertising to kids under 13 years old. And so now instead of YouTube enforcing that to the content creators, they can't do that. So COPPA, which is basically, it's a new, how do you say it, like well, let's say law for to protect kids on YouTube. And so if okay, so you have to on every video you make, you have to click if it's meant for kids and if it's not. And if it's and if YouTube sees that your content is meant for kids and you marked it as not for kids, they will fine you, I think $4,200, and no, $42,000, I think it was. Yeah, $42,000, and that's kind of dumb. Also, that it doesn't help that the what do you call it? And I can't talk. It doesn't help that the COPPA's like description of what child content is very vague. So it doesn't. So content creators can't be for certain if their content's meant for kids or not. So, like, and now apparently they gave more light on the subject. So now they're saying what do you call it? Small channels, like the perfect example, like me, if I get if they see my content's marked for kids, which I'm not trying to market my content for kids. Yeah, I play Minecraft, and well, I do play Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare is not a game for kids. So what do you call it? I don't think, or at least I think, I'm not targeting my audience for kids. My kids would be like old, like adults, basically. And so I think what they said was smaller channels like me, they get they would get warnings, right? And then bigger channels, like for example, let's say PewDiePie, if he marks one of his videos as not for kids, and they feel like, if they see that video and they say, oh wait, that video looks like it's for kids, we're gonna fine you for that. Bigger YouTube creators like PewDiePie would get fined $42,000 just because YouTube thinks his video is for kids, which most of PewDiePie's videos is not meant for kids. It's meant for like adults and like teenagers, not for little kids. What they mean by little kids would be like would be younger than 13 years old. And it's all kind of stupid. The same thing happened with like Article 13 and all that, where like it's just flat out, it just has poor like description of what it wants you to do, or like what you have to follow. And then like all of this stuff is like stupid. It's just I'm not that affected by it, or at least I don't think I'm that affected, because I'm an extremely small YouTuber. I have like what, 12, 13 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I don't think I'm gonna be affected by it. Wait, hold up, where am I? Yeah, I'm over here now. Okay, so like all that stuff about COPPA and it's like I can't remember if it's the FDA or I think it's I can't remember if it was the government. I can't remember what it was. Oh, when can I hang out? Whenever. I'm like, I can hang out whenever. I don't plan anything. I'm always home all the time. I'm always doing homework. I could put homework aside because I could finish the homework in my classes. So I can hang out anytime. It's like whether you guys could pick me up or not. Because my mom can't really pick me up or take me places because she's been really busy lately. Yeah, so and what do you call it? Yeah, all that stuff about COPPA is just downright stupid. Alright, I could hang out next weekend. Carne asada, that sounds nice. Well, what do you call it? I don't know what to talk about next. Could talk about I really wish someone would like come help me with this, because I feel like this part is way bigger than the. I don't know. It might be the same. I think this part may be bigger than the runway. A1, do you have Minecraft for mobile? If you do, you could join my game. Kill villagers. Now there's not many villagers here. They didn't really spawn for some reason. And I'm trying to like finish this. So. Well, if you ever do get Minecraft for what do you call it, your phone, you'd be able to play with me on this map, because what do you call it, the new updates cross-platform, so I could play with mobile players, PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Was it like the bootleg Minecraft? There's like tons of apps to like download Minecraft for free. I think one of the best ones to use would be this one called Aptroid. I think people mostly use Aptroid because like it had like a movie app where you can watch movies on, but it doesn't have it no more for some reason. It was basically Minecraft Go. Oof. Oh, Juan, have you seen, wait, do you watch Rick and Morty? I know your sister does, but I can't remember if you said you did too or not. You might watch it. Wait, you should watch it. It's very funny. It's a really good show. I watched 4 of the season 4 is already out, and I already watched 4 episodes of season 4. They're only gonna have 5 episodes, and then they're gonna have the next 5 episodes until like after Christmas. I don't know if they're just gonna have 10 episodes I don't know if they're gonna have 10 episodes this season. Would it suck if they only have 10? Oh, you gotta, nice. Are you watching my stream on on your living room TV or on your phone? I assume your phone, right? Oh, you're streaming on your TV. Are you just watching, or are your siblings watching as well? You and your dog? I would, well, like I said, I would play Modern Warfare online now that I have PSN Plus, but like I streamed yesterday because of the new update, and since I wasn't feeling sick, so like, and I like wanted to do the airport, like I was building the airport, and now I'm like kind of committing to it. So like maybe next stream, if I'll probably do Modern Warfare, or maybe if you really want, I could get off of this and then go on Modern Warfare, but it's gonna kick me off the stream. I'm not gonna have to stream another stream after this. I've been grinding on Modern Warfare. I already have like 2 of my gold guns. I'm not gonna go for like Damascus. I don't know if you know what Damascus is, but it's basically if you get all the camos for all the weapons in the game, you get Damascus, and it's like the Damascus camo, it sucks ass. Like, my opinion on the Damascus camo, it's not worth the grind at all. It's not, the skin isn't too, like, yeah, skin looks nice, but it's not worth like the whole grind. I just prefer to grind up to get your gold, to get the gold gun. I feel like gold is like way better than Damascus. And gold is like the camo you get from completing all the for getting all the camo challenges done for one weapon. They also have platinum. Platinum's alright. Platinum like basically makes your gun way more shiny. Yeah, I was pretty before I was able to play Modern Warfare Online, I was kind of skeptical of playing online because one of my friends, Eric, he was playing it. He got it when it first came out, and he was playing multiplayer, and he was telling me how like everybody on there is like super sweaty and all that. But like when I was able to first play it, it was very fun. It was like I was able to hold my own. I'm not like phase material or anything, but I'm not trash either. Right? I get like how do you say it? I get like I can't say it. What is it called? I get clips now and then, like good like good gameplay. Before that, I played a lot of Apex. I think that's like the first thing I streamed when I first started streaming again, or when I first started making videos again. I'm not really making videos, I'm just streaming now. I'm not really my first video, yo, that's something. I made that like 2 years ago. I was in 8th grade when I made that. It was cringy as hell. But I'm not gonna delete it, no matter how cringy it is. Alright, when I make the loop around, I'll kill him. Kill him with the shovel. Like, the first stream that I'm pretty sure the first stream that I did, that I started making videos again, was about Apex, I'm pretty sure. With the, what do you mean with the meat? I like Apex. Apex is a really fun game. I kinda sucked at it, but that's only because the skill-based matchmaking in that. Like if you're really good at the game with a cow. Oh, I'm destroying the bag. Alright, killed him. Oh, there's tons of donkeys on this one. Like, it has skill-based matchmaking, and the way that they do it, it sucks. So what it does is, like, if you're good at the game, if you get, like, high kills, if you're, like, what rank you are and all that, like, what it does, it matches you with, better players, and it gives you, sucky players on your team so you could carry them. And that's trash. That sucks because what do you call it? Because Apex has a lot to do with the team aspect. If your team isn't good, you're not good. Like, there's no way you could like well, it is possible to like do a 1v3, but I'm not extremely good like that. Do you have COD Mobile? Yeah, I still have COD Mobile. I don't play it as much no more because I just play Modern Warfare. It's way better than COD Mobile. I feel like they should let you, because you could connect your PS4 remote to your phone. I feel like they should let you be able to use like your PS4 remote to play COD Mobile. Because like how you could play COD Mobile with a PC. Like, what do you mean, like, when... Like, when do you want me to play? Like, right now? or when I can. Yeah, I don't. I would, but like it's just I don't play. I'm not on my. I haven't been on my phone that much lately. I'm not sure. I'll try it. You're just gonna have to remind me because I'll probably forget. I was gonna talk about something, but I kind of forgot. I'm gonna talk about how wait, what do you mean still talk to her? I don't think this is like the best place to say that because like it's very because like I post this afterwards. Afterwards, this like stays up on my channel. But yeah, I still do. Just to answer your question. Oof. It's fine. Nah, I'm not mad. You know me, I don't get mad easy. How does it go? That saying, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oof. Raging at a game, that's okay. That's completely different. Have you ever seen those like those memes where it's like what do you call it? It goes, it's like dad it's like the dad telling the son, why you getting mad and yelling at a game, and then and then it goes dad whenever he's watching the football game and his team loses and he's like screaming his head off and the son's like, dad, why are you screaming and yelling? It's just a game. Those are funny. I think that was like very clever that someone thought of that came up, because I would never have thought of that. I probably would have, but I probably wouldn't say it to anybody. I'd probably think, oh, that's pretty funny. Like my humor range is huge. Like I like the darkest stuff, and also I like the darkest stuff and like the most like cheapest stuff as well. Like the most whatever kind of humor there is, I'd laugh to it. Like dark or like what do you call it? Dark or cheap or stupid humor, like puns. For example, most people hate puns. I love puns. They're stupid, but I find them extremely funny. But there is those puns that are just downright stupid and not even clever. I like a clever pun, but if they're just downright stupid and like don't make sense, or like downright stupid and not even clever at all, I just don't like it. I think people, because puns are like, I guess people see puns as like a cheap way of trying to get someone to laugh, I guess. I don't care, cheap or not, if it makes me laugh, I love it. I don't care what it is. If it makes me laugh, I love it. Oh, have you heard about the new policy that YouTube has where you can't harass like anybody no more? Like, you know how like I don't know if you know who iDubbbz is, but he would make these videos called Content Cop, where he'd go out and tell people and like not really make fun of, but he'd he'd like talk about like he wouldn't just like throw cheap like insults at them. He would actually like thoroughly analyze or to do his research on who he's like not really making fun of, but who he's like throwing hate on, right? Pew's News and that. Oh, you watched it this morning as well? Yeah. That's kind of stupid, the stupid harassment thing. That's how like Pew's is saying that like he is right that like YouTube itself, they already made like a like it's not perfect at any means, but like but it works pretty effectively. You do anything bad, you get shit on by the rest of the YouTubers, and then that puts you in, and then that entices you to be to not make that mistake again or learn from it. Know what I mean? And now that YouTube came, and now that YouTube like dipped their finger in it, they threw it all off, and now like things are gonna be like very different, very odd and weird. It's not gonna be people. I'm pretty sure people are still gonna do it, but like it's just gonna be like the whole balance that it's been on is gonna be thrown off. YouTube's basically taken away most of the bare bones stuff that YouTubers have left. Like, they took away YouTubers' freedom. They can't post freely what they want now, and now they can't like fully enjoy the experience of YouTube anymore because they gotta worry about like $42,000 fines and shit. It's YouTube's like taking like they're basically like killing off their money makers basically, because at the end of the day the ones that are actually making money YouTube is the YouTubers. If there was no YouTubers, YouTube wouldn't make money, right? If there's no videos on the platform, YouTube would not grow or not be known or not make money at all. But YouTube don't care. It's just it like things they don't really care that much. The one thing that's like that's keeping them going, they're treating it like shit. Like the YouTubers and all that, they treat them like shit. They don't do anything. The only YouTubers they favor is like big companies. Like one of the most how do you say it? Good examples is that is like T-Series. Like I don't have nothing against T-Series. It's not that the Handian people or any of that. It's just like this is just go back to the old days. Yeah, but now that they have this new system, all that, it's kind of harder for YouTube to go back to how they had it. What do you call it? Good example of like YouTube favoring companies and stuff is like T-Series, right? As I said, like they like a company has no like a YouTuber, like a YouTuber alone, just like one YouTuber has no chance. Like a YouTuber making and editing his own videos has no chance against what do you call it? No chance against a company that pumps out videos every single day, like 2 videos a day. Like a YouTuber has no chance against that, right? Just like one like single YouTuber, right? And like it favors them as well. They like and and also with the like the with man, I'm getting lost in my words. Like I can't remember the word. I feel stupid. With the algorithm of how YouTube paces like which videos get favored over the others is like stupid as well. It favors people that pump out more videos, right? And basically, if a YouTuber basically wants to survive in like modern YouTube, they have to like get basically a small business area with multiple people working so they could pump out more videos, and they have to like clickbait people hard to like get people to click on the videos for them to get views and all that. And they also have to, on top of that, they have to be like kid friendly, and they have to be like, I can't say it, they have to be like kid friendly, and at the same time, well, now that's different. Now they have to be one or they either have to be kid friendly or for adults. And if you can't be too adultish either, because if you're too adultish, you'll get demonetized. So they want you in like a perfect middle ground, as if that exists. There's never no like perfect middle ground. Everything's all over the place. There's maybe like there's no way a YouTube channel could be a perfect middle ground, because what do you call it? YouTube, even though like how perfect the YouTube channel could be, how perfect it is, at the end of the day, YouTube's gonna find some way to fuck that YouTuber over, right? Like, there's no way for like a single YouTuber, like for me example, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make it to become big because it's just me by myself doing a stream. Maybe over on Twitch, yeah, but on Twitch it has its own set of problems as well. But like, I've always liked YouTube. I grew up watching YouTube, but as you get older, you realize the sad truth of like the company face YouTube has and what it does, and how it treats it's basically its employees. It's basically like a store, like let's say Walmart, because Walmart's one of my favorite stores. Don't know why, I just love Walmart. Like Walmart, it's like if Walmart makes a lot of money off its employees and treats its employees like shit. Like say one employee, let's name that one employee PewDiePie. It's like one of the top employees, right? He's like and he makes a lot of money by interesting people, right? But the head, the boss, doesn't care how much money he makes. He just wants the money and doesn't really care for him all that much. You know what I mean? And so he's basically using them to get more business. And even though he's doing the best of his ability to do whatever he can do to please the boss will forever like want more and treat it like shit. No matter what he does, the boss is always gonna treat him like shit. But the boss is gonna favor the, what do you call it, the ones that have groups, if that makes sense. Actually, making it like a Walmart standpoint doesn't coalesce in that well, but you kind of get my point, where it's like, if it's basically a scenario, it's basically kind of like a scenario like that. Why isn't it because you can't do that in a Walmart or in a professional business at Walmart. The boss can't the boss can't treat the employees like shit. If they do, the employees could complain to, I think it was, I believe it's HR, I'm not too sure. They could complain to complain to whoever's above the boss, and they'll get it resolved. It'll either be resolved in like the boss being in the wrong or you being in the wrong, right? But it'll be resolved in some way. Not with YouTube. It won't be resolved until like how do you say it? Like legal stuff comes into play, like government. Oh, you're gonna hop on? All right. Thanks for coming by and watching the stream. I'm probably still gonna rant to myself for the, I guess for like the video I'm gonna post it later. So might as well still rant to myself. Like, all right, good night. So basically, they let I lost track. Okay, so oops. So basically, they let in a professional working environment that wouldn't be allowed, but like YouTube, since it's like a platform and not really like a physical business, if that makes sense. It's more digitalized in the internet more than anything, right? And so most people don't see it as like a business. It's basically the same thing as a Walmart, just advertised for a different purpose and for different people. And so if that's not allowed in a professional business like Walmart, why would it be allowed on YouTube? Mostly because YouTube, how do I put it? YouTube is like it's considered different because they don't see it as like a professional, or not a professional, but they don't see it as like a physical business. They come up with their terms and service. They're able to do that. With the business, they have to. Sure, the business does that as well, but it's not as flexible as YouTube could be with theirs is. And because of that, it ends up screwing people over because say they do something and not a lot of people are a big fan of, or like it like does negative stuff to like a certain YouTuber. So what I'm trying to, so basically, it's not fair that, YouTube, I can't do nothing about it. Nobody could really do anything about it. The only person that'd be able to do anything about it was if like enough people rose up and went against it, which most likely, realistically, isn't really gonna happen. Just maybe like quite a few YouTubers, but not like enough people to make a huge change. But other than that, the really main big one that would like change, that make big changes would be like laws and like government and stuff like that. Like perfect example, like COPPA, like because the YouTube messed up, the legal stuff had to put it in action. So that's why like how do I say it? That's why the law got involved with COPPA, because YouTube messed up, and so the law had to fix it. I feel like I said something off. I'm not too. I think I said something that doesn't connect. But like. But like a professional business like Walmart, they have like HRs and stuff to resolve the problem without law getting involved, or law enforcement, or or legal stuff getting involved, right? But because YouTube doesn't go by the exact same terms as like a Walmart or any other store similar to Walmart, when they're not treating their employees right, the employees can't really do much about it. They have to just suck it up. And whenever the boss does something wrong, what do you call it? Until it's noticed, yeah, it could be screwing it could be screwing a lot of people, but they're not gonna what do you call it? Admit to it until legal stuff gets involved, until their whole site gets put into jeopardy. That's when they start being concerned. And sure, they say, oh, we try to support creators, all that. A lot of that's well, how do I put it lightly? Kind of a little bit bullshit. Because what do you call it? They're not sure what you want to change, or like what do you think should be the best, but at the end of the day, it's their side. They're gonna end up the ones dictating how they want to do it. And most YouTubers, they're probably gonna have to suck it up, because some of them, there's no way for them to like switch to a different platform. There's no other platform like YouTube for them to switch, so they're stuck here having to deal with bullshit YouTube is throwing at them, and they can't really do much about it, right? There's no HR for them to complain about. They could complain directly to YouTube, and they're not gonna change anything just because like one or two or a few like a handful of group of YouTubers are complaining about certain things. They're not gonna change it because a certain amount of YouTubers like say, oh, it's not fair, or oh, it's stupid. At the end of the day, they don't give a shit, and it sucks. I can talk freely right now because like I don't have a big professional YouTube channel. I don't even know why I'm ranting. I doubt people are watching my YouTube. I doubt like the few 20 people that are gonna watch this video are gonna be like, huh, this person's onto something. Yeah. I doubt that. I'm just ranting for the sake of commentary and all that, but like I doubt anybody's gonna watch my YouTube video and be like, yeah, this kid's right, or something like that. I'm just talking on my ass, but I'm talking what I think about it and all this stuff. But what do you call it? Yeah, I don't. At the end of the day, I don't care if someone's like, oh, this dude knows what he's talking about, or oh, this dude, I lost track. Okay, oh, this dude is, or this dude is like this dude's like someone to be able to talk about big stuff like this. I don't feel I'm in a spot to talk about big stuff like this, but like I just like to rant about stuff, not complain. I just like to talk about it. I know I'm not talking to anybody, but I know some people might watch this in the future, maybe. Hey, hell, I don't know, what if I get like big one day and like my YouTubers go back, find these videos, and they're like maybe from like the 10, maybe 15 years from now, 20 years from now, like they possibly get like somewhat decently big on YouTube, and they look back and like they see all this commentary about all this stuff back then, and there's probably gonna be like whole new sets of problems. Hell, I don't even know if YouTube's gonna be around in like 20 years. What if like YouTube makes a huge ass mistake and like everything gets taken out. But hell if I know. But I don't feel in a position to talk like too deeply about all that, but like at the same time, you kind of want to give your opinion out there because you never know who like agrees with you or anything. You know what I mean? Like I can't talk about it like I'm like getting affected by it myself. No, I'm not getting. There's no way I'm getting affected by it because I'm not a huge YouTuber. But as I said, what do you call it? I don't like as I said, I'm not I'm mostly talking to like basically commentary mostly, and like just want to give my subject on the matter. It's not like if it's important for my opinion. Hell, I don't even know if like a lot of people are gonna even watch this video in the future. Or like in the future, and like I have no clue if I end up being a big YouTuber or not. I'm pretty sure my username is copyrighted. I'm not completely sure, but I hope possibly I could get a YouTube career and like face all these problems, so I could like really talk about it. But in a sense, I'm not really one to be really talking about it either as well. But like like a lot of my favorite YouTubers that I like to watch are getting affected by it, and because they're getting affected by it, it kind of affects me because the people that I like to watch, I can't really watch them no more because like they're just making videos about them talking about the stuff that YouTube's doing, and it's messing up how they live their life or how their stuff was. So in a way, it kind of does affect me, but not the way it's affecting the YouTubers, the big YouTubers themselves. I just like want, like, I'm pretty sure most people that watch YouTube have heard about this, but have heard about COPPA and like Article 13, but that's only for like people in like Europe. I live in USA. Hoorah. What do you call it? I'm not deliberately affected by Article 13, but in a way, I kind of want to give my opinion on that as well. Even though Article 13, like, happened a while ago, and, like, now, what do you call it? I think they renamed it, like, Article 17 or something. But, like, I kind of want to give my opinion. Maybe in the future, like, I become one of those YouTube channels where I just, like, rant about, like, the problems with, like, YouTube, or the problems about this, or the problems about that YouTuber. I doubt it, because of the new harassment stuff. I wouldn't be able to talk smack about other YouTubers. I don't know, YouTube right now has just been a shitty spot. Like, they're just deep in shit that they don't know themselves how to get out of either. And then they're dragging along all the top YouTubers, and basically most of the top YouTubers, well, not most, if not like anybody that like makes a living off YouTube, they're basically dragging them down along in the shit pile that they're in. and that's just like that's like all messed up. Like, I feel like they should treat YouTube more like as a professional. Well, they do kind of treat it as a professional business, but I feel like they should treat it more like as if, like if Walmart did, where like, if something was, if something was like upsetting the employee and there's like something going on, the boss was like abusing the employees and stuff, they could complain about it, and something could actually happen about it or get done. Something could actually get done about it, but not with YouTube. You can't. There's nothing like that in place to keep YouTube in check. The only thing there in place to keep YouTube in check is them trying to kind of getting the feedback back from YouTubers, but the main ones keeping them in check would be the law. Enforcing, like, if that only happens if they like do something that's illegal or do something that's breaking policy, or not breaking policy, but breaking any kind of rule that they shouldn't be, like what they did with Compton, which is like completely stupid. Like, they have no, there's like, they could, like, the law doesn't really protect the YouTuber, because that's the modern thing that happened. A YouTuber is like what, 10 years old. That's like, it's barely a decade old. YouTube's barely been here for like, I want to say 15 years. I can't remember when it was YouTube first started, but YouTube is extremely new, and they haven't like put all this, like, YouTube and stuff like that in like laws and stuff. So there's like a lot of stuff that YouTube could be doing that's like illegal or wrong, or there's a lot of stuff they could get away with, or a lot of stuff they could do to their employees, basically the YouTubers, which is what they're doing. They're abusing that and abusing their power to, like, they're using their power basically to, like, manipulate the YouTubers to do their bidding, right? And whenever what do you call it, what do you call it, how do you say it, whenever how do you say it? Whenever big businesses, man, I can't say it. Big businesses, like, retreat their, or like they don't want to give ads to YouTube anymore because of like stuff they're advertising. That's not really that much YouTubers' fault. That's kind of YouTube, like with Adpocalypse. That's kind of YouTube's fault, and the way YouTube deals with that, they don't deal with it. What they do is they make the YouTubers pay for it. It's not really the YouTubers' fault if the companies don't like what they see. It's YouTube not what they need to be doing right. Instead of trying to make things better, they just let it play out, and then whenever they see something they don't like, they try to change it, and if it doesn't work and no one likes it, but they want it because it makes them money in some way, they don't want it to change. They're just gonna make other YouTubers suck it up and make them deal with it. And in a way, that's sick as fuck. And I don't mean sick in a good way. It's fucking sick. Like, a business is basically, like, it's basically stripping a YouTuber of what he's got. like I have no, like I said, I'm not really in a big position to be talking about all this, but I feel like, I don't know, I kind of want to talk about it to this. I don't, like I said, I doubt anybody's gonna watch this, but like, I kind of want to talk about how people, like, big YouTubers, they can't really talk about it freely, because if they do, they get punished by YouTube. They either get like warned, don't do that, or like they like warn them, like they can't truly like speak what they want, or else YouTube's gonna punish them in some way or some form. That's why a lot of YouTubers, they suck it up, and they slightly complain about it, but they don't really talk about it. I could freely talk about it because I'm a small ass YouTuber. They're not gonna, what are they gonna do to me? Delete my channel with what, like 12 subscribers? Like, oh, that's so threatening. But like big YouTubers, like they have like some of them, like they might have like millions, or like hundreds of millions, not hundreds, but millions or thousands of subscribers. Compared to me, I only have like 12. If somehow like this video gets to any like a big YouTuber and they watch it and they hear me rant about all this freely, or maybe some of the stuff I said is bullshit, it doesn't make sense. So I wouldn't blame anybody if some of this doesn't make sense. But like I said, big YouTubers can't freely like talk freely about it because YouTube would punish them if they did. So basically YouTube takes full advantage of their YouTubers. YouTubers can't really rant about it freely, or else they get punished in some way. PewDiePie is the only YouTuber lately that I've seen him like somewhat freely talk about it, like how he was talking about the new harassment terms. He was being straight up saying it's garbage, it's stupid, it don't work, and it makes no sense, there's huge flaws in it. YouTube's probably gonna try to punish him in some way, some form. Not sure how. PewDiePie's probably, he might talk about it, he might not. I have no clue. But YouTube's basically taking full advantage of their the YouTubers, not giving them credit where it's due, and basically not robbing them of their dignity, but like robbing them of their like freedom on here. Because a lot of YouTubers do this like full time, and this is basically their job, where they provide their family or provide for their food, their house, and YouTube plays with that, and the YouTubers have to like suck it up, adapt to it, or else all the stuff that they lose, and they have to get like a real job, and like it's gonna be extremely difficult for them, like having all this money, then all of a sudden getting taken it away, and then like they can't get a good job because they haven't had a real job, and so like a good job they're trying to get, they won't be able to get. And it like YouTube basically like is basically manipulating people with their own with their like salaries and stuff. I don't want to say salaries, like with their income. I don't think income. YouTube's basically manipulating people with the money they give them. It's like, I'm pretty sure to YouTube is like a sick game. It's like a sick game to them. YouTube doesn't care much about the YouTubers. All they care about is like making their money at the end of the day. Like, it's not gonna hurt them getting rid of a few big YouTubers. They mostly make money about the ad revenue, and ad revenue, it's not like instantaneous. It's like they do that like about months ahead before they pay. Or how do you say it? They make deals months ahead, and they have deals like they pay them for a certain amount of time, if that makes sense. Like, I need to drink some water. My throat's getting kind of dry. So with like big business companies and their ad revenue, they like pay them months ahead for like a huge contract that they have with them, and that's how they get like ad revenue. That's how like ads show up and stuff. That's already like pre-planned months before it shows up, and so YouTube doesn't have to worry about anything because it's already been paid for and they already have their money, so they're happy with it. And so they barely get, well, not barely, but the ad revenue they get has already been paid for by the companies, and the companies pay them more if they get more views or more products to buy, or whichever. Or like what do you mean? But like what I talk about, like by the views and stuff. But like, it's like so messed up. Like, YouTubers have no say. They have to eat up whatever shit YouTube throws at them, because the very few YouTubers that could like very talk freely or like not really care, or the ones that have professional jobs in it that are doing YouTube as a side job. They're the YouTubers that are the ones that are mostly free. The ones that could like that aren't being manipulated by YouTube, because YouTube can't manipulate them by the money they make, because what do you call it? Because their life doesn't hang by YouTube, because they have another job. YouTube's just a side job. They have like a full-time job that they make pretty good money on, right? And they don't need YouTube, so YouTube can't manipulate them to do that. So YouTube generally can't do anything, can't do shit to those YouTubers. And like, say the only thing they could like force them to do is like tell them, oh, I'll delete your channel or something like that. At the end of the day, if the YouTube channel's big enough, they could just have all their all their subscribers. They could tell all their subscribers to follow their new channel or something like that. But I'm pretty sure if the YouTube channel's small enough, what do you call it? They wouldn't be too upset about losing their YouTube channel, because one, it's not their main source of income, and two, they didn't have much subscribers in the first place. Yeah, it would have been nice to have another side job to make money, good money off of, and like have and like show stuff that you like to do and show other people that your passion or whatever you would like to do in your YouTube channel. But um, well, like I said, YouTube just wants to manipulate their YouTubers for what they're worth. Twitch, I can't really talk about Twitch because I don't know too much about Twitch. All I know about Twitch is that it's a live streaming platform, and it has a lot of girls like to show off too much to get more donos and like views and all that. They also have like category. They also have like the people that like to abuse their cats, animals. I don't want to name any names, but I think what was the name? Alinity, I think. Does that ring a bell? Twitch is kind of, no, I don't want to say weird, but like odd. Kind of an odd place. Yeah, Twitch has its strings attached like YouTube does, but I don't want to say that it can't be worse, because you never know. Twitch could be way worse, but well, so far from what I've seen from Twitch, like whenever someone does something bad, they ban them for like a certain amount of time. Sure, YouTube does that, but they're more harsh with their bans. But Twitch, they have like different huge groups of like workers to help with Twitch streamers. But there's the whole sexist thing as well with Twitch as well, which is pretty bad as well. Where like they favor girl streamer over male streamers, which is complete and utter bullshit. Like if all like all the stupid like everybody chanting about how we want equal rights and stuff, but there's companies and people that still like do. Companies favor girl streamer over guy streamers. It just makes no sense. How can we have true equality if there's all this shit? It's just gonna be a never-ending war. I don't know, just I don't know. I'm basically talking on my own. Why isn't this going through? Alright. Yeah, I finished digging out the whole stuff. I was barely even talking about the airport. I want to look, see how it looks. I finished digging out the whole thing. I finished digging out all this in an hour and 30 minutes. Oof. Took me an hour and 30 minutes. Wonder if it's gonna take me equally as long to place all the blocks. Hopefully, I doubt it will be faster to place the blocks. Especially this is why. Cow. What the? Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't have. What the heck? I don't really have much to talk about now. The ranted about most. Well, basically everything I know. Not everything I know, but sucks is not nobody watching. Could ask them for like a topic or something. We can talk about like what's the most trending. I don't want to talk about the most trending things. Actually, there's a lot of talking about the meme of the decade. I don't know, I feel like the meme of the decade should be like, can't think of a good one. There's a lot of good ones I liked. But I'm trying to think of the ones that stand out the most. I did kind of like the smile sweet sophistic surprise memes, but I don't think enough people liked them enough to be meme of the decade. I love the shooting star meme. I doubt that one would be meme of the decade as well. People are saying SpongeBob should be meme of the decade. I'm not sure. Just because it's had the most memes doesn't mean it should be meme of the decade. Sure, I'm not saying it's a bad. It wasn't. All the memes came from it weren't bad. I'm just saying, doesn't just because it's had more. Just because it's been in memes more doesn't mean it should be meme of the decade. Like for example, like a lot of boomer memes have a lot to do with Minions. Basically, so if Minions are like so basically SpongeBob is like SpongeBob memes are the boomer equivalent are the equivalent of boomer memes with Minions. Did that make sense? I don't think that made sense. So basically the SpongeBob memes, where it's just like a bunch of SpongeBob memes, just different pictures and different shit. It says it's the equivalent of the boomer memes that have the fucking Minions, and they say it says some like stupid shit. I don't know. Can't think of anything that a boomer would laugh at. You get what I mean? Like, they see a minion in the fucking meme and, like, they die laughing. Fucking Gen Zers see a fucking, see the SpongeBob meme, they die laughing. See, I'm telling you, it's the boomers aren't that different from Gen Zs. Or Gen Zs aren't that different from boomers, actually. I feel like if I was playing survival, it would be like way more interesting than me just placing blocks. Because playing survival, I'm actually like progressing and doing stuff. Well, I am progressing, doing stuff here, but it's like more full. It depends on people's taste as well. People like creative more than survival. I feel like it's more interesting to be in survival than in creative. I don't know. I don't really. I don't. How do you say it? I don't subjugate either one. I like playing both equally. I don't favor one or the other. I play like both equally. Christmas is coming up. I think it's 2 weeks away. Someone watching, I'd ask them what they'd want for Christmas, but I'm here, so let's just talk about what I'd want. What I'd like really hope, like what I would really be hoping like I'd want would be like maybe like a gaming setup, a PC, streaming PC probably. Cause right now I'm like using bare minimum to like make videos and stuff or do streams. So having like a streaming PC at least, doesn't have to be a gaming PC. I have a PS4, so just like having like a streaming PC to make and edit videos on would mean the world. It'd be great. But I doubt I'd get that for Christmas because my family's kind of poor. Not too poor, but like not rich either. I'm not like rich enough to get like a Razer computer or like a Razer mouse, LGB everything fucking computer, have like a fucking TX20 something, have like fucking 10, like having a fucking having like 10 terabytes of RAM. I don't think you can buy 10 terabytes of RAM. Is it terabytes or was it terabytes? I forgot what it was. I can't remember if it was terabytes or I think it was terabytes. Was it? Or I think it was like 1,000 gigabytes equals to 1 terabyte. Can't remember. Oh, hello. Not sure who joined. What time is it? No, it's kind of late. It's 12 Eastern Pacific time. Thank you for coming and watching the stream. I just finished ranting about how YouTube likes to screw over YouTubers. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to build an airport. Last stream I did yesterday, I finished the layout. This stream I barely finished digging out to put the roadway in, and now I'm just filling in the roadway. After that I still gotta build. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just like a very extremely small streamer. I have like 12 subscribers. I'm kind of running, well, being honest, kind of running dull on what to talk about, because I post these videos afterwards, after I stream them, but not a lot of people watch them. I'm hoping one day I become a big YouTuber. I doubt it, but hey, nobody ever knows. I could be the next, what is it? I could be the next Houdini for all I know. I don't even like magic tricks. Or, not that I don't like magic tricks. I'm not even good at magic tricks. Not that I don't like magic tricks. Magic tricks. I'm more into science. Yeah. Stupid blocks keep doing that. I was hoping, like my last stream, well, you don't have to shout me out anymore. You don't. It's fine. It's not like like I can't talk. It's like I don't you don't have to shout me out. Like, it's fine either way. But I'm not like the best YouTuber either. I'm not too sure like what I'm not, cause most YouTubers have like original stuff, or not original. Well, thank you if you do. I appreciate it. I feel like the only way to survive now on YouTube is either having, being really famous from somewhere else, or being really good at games, being, originality. I don't think I have that much. I don't think I have that much originality. I can't say that word. Originality. I don't think I have that much original content. I'm not sure. But I'm not half bad at games. I'm not the best either. I'm not like I'm not phase worthy. But what's your YouTube channel name? Since I could check you out, since you want to shout me out, it's the least I could do, like, subscribe to you. I remember I haven't, I'll check you out. I'll give you a, actually I'll go, I got all my cables tangled up. I'll search up your YouTube channel right now, actually. Like, it was funny, the other day, I was, yeah, I've been awake. I'm kind of tired, but I've been awake since, like, 5 in the morning. And today I kind of had an active day. I had to go do all kinds of stuff. I had to go with my mom Christmas shopping. I'm from the US. I'm from the USA. I live in California. I'm not gonna say what city I live in, but it's pretty nice in California. We don't get like bad hurricanes or tornadoes or anything. Um, huh. I'm not sure if I got the right YouTube channel, but I'm pretty sure I subscribed to the right channel. Um, yeah, yeah, I'll stop by. Yeah, nothing else to do. I don't go to regular school, so like I just have nothing but like time. That's why I recently picked up my like YouTube kind of dream, kind of, because now that I have nothing but time, I could like invest time in this. All right. Like, do you mean? So like, wait, are you streaming it right now, or are you gonna stream it later today? Yeah, I subscribed to the right channel. You have 61 subscribers now. 61 subscribers now. Wait, 60. I'm at 62, man. Today has not been my best day for speaking or saying anything. Well, thank you. I'll try to stop by. I'm pretty sure it will, because I got nothing else. I'm gonna try to finish this this airport out, and when I'm done, I'll probably get off. I'll probably stop streaming when I finish um, putting all the streeting down. I still got a huge parking lot to go. Yeah, I noticed you're following me. Well, thank you for the follow. Right. And I kind of ran out of commentary after ranting about YouTube. I was talking about Christmas. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oops. Wait, I was gonna ask how long have you been on YouTube? About a year. When I first wanted to do, well, when I first like considered thinking of trying to be a YouTuber, I think it was it's when I was in 8th grade, like 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago now, actually. I think that's when I made my ever first video, so technically I've been trying to do this for 30 years. Not 30, I meant 3. What the heck? What am I talking about? 3 years ago, maybe 4. I posted my first video on here, on my YouTube channel, and to say the least, it didn't go as well as I planned. Extremely cringe. I'm not gonna delete it, no. Yeah, I'm in 11th grade. Or junior people. Technically, I'm not in a grade, because the school I go to, they don't have a grading, or like grade. Animated, actually, I haven't animated on my own, but I did take several animation classes. And I am very familiar with Adobe Photo. I took animation and media art classes as well, so I'm very familiar with Adobe Anime and Adobe Flash and Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Illustrator. But all that costs money, and I'm pretty broke. Yeah, I'm familiar. I've animated before. I've done animation projects. My animations weren't the best, but I did have to do the animations in like a span of 2 weeks. Well, no, I don't really know. Like, what do you mean by animations? Like doing animations with the Minecraft animation software, or like kind of like roleplay, like with using recording footage and with the Okay, I should make this one. Okay, do you mean by a software or recording yourself play Minecraft kind of animation? Command blocks. Oh. No, I don't think I have. I don't. No, I'm pretty sure I haven't because the update for PS4 barely came out like a few days ago now. So, no, I haven't animated in Minecraft before. I did love, growing up, I did love watching the Minecraft animations they made. The Minecraft music as well. And I was a sucker for Minecraft music. Kinda am. Kinda still am. Oh yeah, I noticed that. I noticed the Minecraft animation. I thought you had to like had to have like yeah, I kind of knew, but I never really tried it. Last stream I spent like a good 20 minutes trying cuz I was playing with someone else on my last stream yesterday, and he was telling me about how there's command blocks, and we were trying to get a command block in the map, or trying to get a command block, and we couldn't figure it out. Then I was kind of too lazy to search up a video on how to do it. I was just trying to finish the huge runway, because it took extremely long. It took me an hour to do this whole runway. This whole one runway, and that was with help as well. He was helping with one side of it. So that's the thing I need to type to get the command block, right? I would kind of want to do it right now, but I'm kind of committed to finishing this airport. I've been working on it for so long. I kind of want to like finish the layout of this thing for tonight, so tomorrow I can get on. I'll try to get into the. I'll probably try to get into the animating thing later, because I am familiar with like animating stuff. I've made stop motion stuff as well, so I'm not okay. I'm pretty educated on animating things, in a sense. If that don't work out, I could use a software and I could find a software and animate, like by using Adobe Animate as well. was I gonna? Yeah, I figured they added command blocks to this, but I was just having trouble spawning it. And where we're gonna can't remember what we were gonna use command blocks for, but we were trying to get one. Oh, I remember. We were trying to get the command block to do the what do you call it? I don't know how to say it. We were trying to use the command blocks to like put like a whole stretch of road, like a whole stretch, like basically place blocks on the how do you say it, on the runway. I don't know too much about command blocks because I never really used them before. This is my first time playing like well, not my first time playing Minecraft, but like my first time playing Minecraft, like being able to use a command block. I knew about command blocks, but I just never was able to like fully use one because PS4 never wanted to do the Better Together update. Alright. Wait, when you say 7 p.m. to... Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm just stupid. Alright, I'll see you somewhere between 6 and 7. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Still need a... Okay, so... this stretch is gonna be the most... this stretch is gonna be the most hardest to do because it's way bigger than this one. I wish I had someone to... Actually, maybe I could have someone to help me. If anybody's still on. I need my friends on. Ooh. Yeah, I don't have no friends on. Yeah, I'm stuck here doing this by myself. Oh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this final stretch of road, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours already. Uh-oh. I wish I had more water bottles. I got watery soda though. I like watery soda. I don't know. Some people hate watery soda, but I kind of like watery soda. I don't know why, but people say flat soda is nasty. I don't know if I'm just because I'm weird, but I like flat soda. I like drinking the soda flat. I like shaking it to like there's not that much carbonation. I don't know. I just like I don't know. I feel like it tastes better without the carbon because I don't like how like it burns or not burns, but like it hurts when you drink too much. But then again, I don't drink that much soda, so I'm not a big fan of soda either. But when it comes to soda, there was one soda that I do really like would be cream soda. I don't know, I love cream soda and Dr. Pepper, and also root beer. That one's good, really good. Those would be the three that I really like. I hate Coke. I don't like Coke. Coke feels like way too heavy, like to drink. It feels like I'm guzzling down like carbonated sugar, basically. Pepsi's alright. Pepsi's a little better, but I don't drink Pepsi often. I like drinking teas though. I like drinking tea and coffee. Big tea and coffee fan. Ah, stupid donkey. Ow. Oh. Well, sorry I'm not doing anything real quick. Someone texted me. I kind of want to get on the topic of school, maybe? Not sure. Growing up, my school experience was pretty bad. I never got the best grades, but I wasn't a bad kid either, so I guess that's a fair trade-off. Growing up, I had asthma, so that was an interesting experience to deal with. Surprising, I didn't have much episodes though. I didn't have like much asthma attacks. It just like it was just like a constant struggle to like exercise or like play sports or like breathe in general. I have this one experience that I'll never forget. One time I had an asthma attack at school, and I went to the nurse's office, and the nurses didn't know what to do, and I had an inhaler. I already had an inhaler for they had an inhaler there in the nurse's office for me, right? And they didn't know what to do, and they didn't give me the inhaler because they were freaking out. They didn't know what to do, and so they took my temperatures for some reason, thinking I had something else, even though it shows on my record I have asthma, and I was telling them I'm having an asthma attack. What do you call it? They were taking my temperature, but then I asked for some water, right? Couldn't really ask for the water because like I couldn't breathe, but I was like pointing at the water, and they gave me a water cup, and I drank some water. When I drank the water, I was able to breathe a little bit, and I kept asking for more water, and the stupid nurse was like no, don't drink water. I need to take your temperature again. I can't accurately take your temperature if you keep drinking water. And I look back on that, and I think, what kind of fucking nurse looks at a kid, can't breathe, and on their record it shows they have an asthma, and you're sitting there thinking you need to take their temperature twice. You've took it once before, nothing showed up, and you want to take it again because this kid can't breathe and suffocating. If that's not the stupidest person ever, I don't know what is. It boggles my mind how utterly stupid this nurse was. At the time, I didn't think much of it, and until I got older, and I looked back on that memory, and I was like, huh, this nurse was stupid as fuck. She didn't know what she was doing. She wasn't like an old nurse either, like losing her mind, getting old timers or anything. No, she looked pretty young. She looked like in her 30s, in her prime, right? Like late 20s maybe. Like, there's no way you could mistake an asthma attack from a fever, unless you're having a seizure. Then I can't say seizure. Then I kind of maybe, slight exception, maybe think they might be the same, because you never know. Certain people experience asthma attacks differently. Some people lay on the floor, like move around, grabbing their chest. I did that when I was smaller, but when the asthma attack that I had when I was older, I didn't do that. But I guess you could mix seizure. You could kind of like mix up a seizure with an asthma, but like fever and an asthma, there's no way. One's an internal well, actually they're both kind of one's have to do with your body temperature, one has to do with your lungs. One has to do with your body heat, one has to do with your lungs. How can you mess that up so bad? It's just stupid to think about. There's stupid people like that in the world. And I was lucky. Like, what if I had a fatal asthma attack and that nurse didn't know what to do? I could have died that day. Thinking about it, that nurse shouldn't be a nurse. That's probably not safe. Like, someone, like, you're trained to deal with like the most common illnesses and stuff. I know you're a nurse and you can't give needles or stuff like that, but but they allow you to use, if they're prescribed a inhaler, you could use that inhaler instead of taking their temperature like a complete and utter fucking idiot. Like, it's stupid. Like, you could have called in the ambulance, which they didn't do. If she was freaking out, didn't know what to do, logical thing would have been to call the ambulance if a kid's dying and like suffocating to death, and all you're doing there is taking the temperature. What if I died that day and she had to explain to like the officer, like, had to take evidence of how I died? How would she explain that I died from an asthma attack from not being able to breathe? And she had to explain to the doctor, oh, I was taking his temperature. What the? You were taking... I could see the cop's reaction. You were taking this boy... He's like... Okay, he's like... He would be like... We'd be like, let me get this straight. Not you, a licensed nurse, not a licensed nurse, but a nurse that was trained and licensed to be able to come to the school and be a school nurse, saw this kid, didn't look at his record showing that he has asthma and has an inhaler here at the school, prescribed to him that he could take when he has an asthma attack. Not only did you not do that and disregard and not call the ambulance immediately as you were panicking, did not know what to do, but on top of that, you continuously took his temperature, as the first few times you took it, it showed no results of any kind of fever of some sort. Like, why if the first two times you don't get, like, if the temperature is normal, of course it's not a fucking fever. Cause, like, it like boggles my mind. Like, what in your world do you think I have that requires you to take the temperature 5 times? That's how many times she took my temperature. 5 times. It's stupid. I don't know her name. I don't remember her name. I barely remember how she looked like, but I knew she was young. She wasn't no old nurse. But how the fuck do you mess something up that easy to spot that fucking bad? How do you mess it up that bad? Or how do you do something so stupid? I can't believe that people's lives could be in the balance of idiots like that. That's one of the huge reasons why a lot of today's society and all that's real. I don't want to get into talk about society. No, I'm not gonna mix it into that. No, unless I'm joking. I'm not. We live in a society. That one line from Joker. What do you get when you mix socially wait, how'd it go? What do you get when you mix a mentally ill loner with a society that treats them like shit? You get what you fucking deserve. And then vibe checked all over his brains on the wall. I forgot what the dude's name. Oh damn, that's actually spoilers for the Joker movie. Shit. Well, I doubt anybody who watches this later is not gonna watch the Joker movie. I'm pretty sure they know the ending of Joker movie. Or not the ending, but like the climax. I believe that's the climax of the movie. Stupid. I killed it. Joker movie was good. I like the Joker movie. Should we do movie reviews? Or I don't even know what I'm asking. No one's here to answer me. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna do movie TV show reviews. Joker movie was great. The cinematography was excellent. It was like extremely well. A lot of movies nowadays they're not as good as that. I'm a Marvel fan, but doesn't matter if you like one thing or other, you gotta give credit where it's due. It doesn't matter if you hate the studio or hate that, you have to give credit where it's due. I've been in school plays before, so I know quite a bit about cinematography, the art of acting and being in a play. Actually, I might, after Christmas break, they're having auditions at my old school I went to, and I might go audition over there to see some old faces, some friends that I was in a play with. And thing is, this time it's a musical. I'm not too big fans of the musical. I'm not too big fan of the musical, and it's The Little Mermaid. Not too much of a big fan of Little Mermaid, but I'll still go audition. I'd like to. I don't really care if I get a part in the scene, or if I get or if I do backstage stuff. If I get a part in the play, I'll be happy with it. The next film I'd be talking about is a show called Rick and Morty. Yeah, this is probably typical. A lot of people talk about Rick and Morty, but I think Rick and Morty is a really good show. Gotta have a high IQ, but like it's fun. It's like kind of refreshing from like all the same, like a lot of the same stuff people like do, like they refilter, or not refilter, but like they like non-original TV shows they have out right now, stuff like that. Besides Netflix, some of the shows they have Netflix original are good, like Stranger Things. Did I say that right? Yeah, Stranger Things. That's a good show as well. Really good show. Third season was alright. I liked it. I would say third season was better than second season, I want to say. There's nothing wrong with second season. I thought it was just kind of dull. I don't know. It wasn't exciting as the first season. But I did like the lighting and all that in like the third season. And I want to talk about the remakes of the live action remakes that Disney's been making of Aladdin, A Book of Life. No, Book of Life. What am I talking about? What was that book? I forgot. What was that movie called with the animals? I forgot. A Jungle Book. I think it was a Jungle Book. Man, I can't speak. Aladdin, A Jungle Book. What else? I think there was one of Cinderella. Was there? Yeah, pretty sure. Beauty and the Beast and the ones coming up, Little Mermaid and Mulan. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, and Lion King. So the remakes, yeah, did not like Lion King in general. Didn't enjoy it. If you were gonna say I didn't grow up watching Disney films. I only grew up watching certain like a few Disney films. Like I grew up watching WALL-E, and I loved WALL-E. WALL-E's one of my favorite movies. I grew up watching WALL-E, Ratatouille. Ratatouille is one of my favorites as well. Ratatouille. Some other ones, can't remember. But those were the main ones that I grew up watching and I loved. The Bug's Life was okay, it was fine. Monsters Inc. was alright as well. Cars, I liked Cars. Well, when I was younger as well, I liked Cars. And when Cars 2 came out, I was that weird person that liked Cars 2. People thought Cars 2 was trash. I don't know. I like Cars 2s. I don't know why. I kind of like the spy aspect, but I could understand why people didn't like it because they felt it was like random, came out of nowhere. Like where did this spy thing come from out of nowhere? I think Cars 3 came out. Cars 3 did Cars 1 more justice, it did the Cars franchise more justice. I also grew up watching Shrek and Kung Fu Panda. Those were bangers. No cap. I like those ones. Which other ones? Oh yeah, I didn't finish about the Disney remakes. Beauty and the Beast, did not like. I don't know, there's something about a girl falling in love with the beast. Bestiality much? Yikers. Like, that movie's like one of those ones where like when you get older you know like, oh, that's kind of bad, that's not really good. And they try to do justice at the end where like, oh, he becomes human, it's alright. No, she fell in love with the beast first, not the human. Makes it more odd. These stupid animals are in the way. I don't want to ride it. What you did? A Jungle Book was fine. It was alright. Wasn't bad. The Aladdin movie was trash. I didn't like it. I know that's my opinion, but it was. I didn't like it. I don't think it was a good idea that they used Will Smith as the genie. It was pretty bad CGI. We probably should have kept it, or it was a live action song, but they did really bad CGI on Genie. They could have made it way better. Mulan's coming, the next remake coming up, I think it's Mulan and Little Mermaid. Those ones, I like Mulan. I like that movie. I'm kind of scared about the remake. Kind of scared that they're gonna not do the remake justice. The Little Mermaid, I didn't really like The Little Mermaid all that much. Well, there's a movie that I really liked. It was called Pacific Rim. It's where no, donkey. It's where a bunch of monsters, giant monsters from the sea, come up, right? And they're trying to kill humanity. I believe so. And so, like, at that time when they started coming up, that was around 2000. I think in the movie it was like 2003. I want to say 2005. 2025. And what do you call it? So what they do is they have an alliance with the whole world, right? With like Russia, Japan, all that, and they make an alliance, and they all pitch in to like build monsters of their own, which is basically giant robots to fight off the monsters, which are called kaijus. And I think it's based off an anime. I'm not sure, but they fight it. They fight the monsters, right? They have another one called Pacific Rim Uprising. That one's good as well. I like that one. I really liked that movie. I also liked this movie called Chappie. Oh, hello. I was just talking about movies. I was saying that there's this movie that I watched. It was called Chappie. It was about a robot this very famous, not very famous, but like I think it's like in Africa. I can't remember where the movie takes place, but it's somewhere in Africa. But they have a really bad very bad criminal or crime academic, and so this very good tech engineer, he makes Oh, you might watch Frozen 2? I don't want to seem like a hater, but I kind of didn't like Frozen 1. The movie wasn't bad, it's just what the people did to the movie. How the people made the movie look. That's the part I don't like about it. I'm kind of skeptical about watching Frozen 2. You never watched Frozen 1? Frozen 1's not bad. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but what people did, like how they glorified Frozen 1, that's what I didn't like about it. It kind of throws like your mood away from like the movie. Like, makes you think of it in a different way. But then, the Chappie, they have a very bad crime. I can't say it. Very bad crime academic, and I think it takes place in South Africa. Not sure. South Africa, no, somewhere in Africa. And this crazy, not crazy, but very smart computer programmer and designer. He builds a police robot where it takes care of a lot of the crimes, and he gets rich from making these robots, and the government from there orders tons of robots to help with the crimes. But his original passion, well, how much coal I got left? I still have to do about half of this, or not actually, like about a quarter, nah, a little less than half of this chunk, and then this one should be way faster. And I still gotta fill in those ones. Made a lot of progress since you left. Just been sitting here talking about movies. And so they're having tons of robots, but his true passion was about making AI, artificial intelligence, that could think, learn, want, and give, and all that. And there's also this main villain in the Super Donkey. All right. I'll join the stream when I get the notification for the stream. All right. Bye then. Like, what happened? And then and then the main enemy of the movie is this dude. He's the same dude that plays Wolverine in the, I don't know the actor's name, but he's the same dude that plays Wolverine. He has like a bigger robot, but it would be meant for more military use than for standard civilian use, and then he gets mad because they don't let him use the big the more bulkier tanked up armored robots, right? And so the dude, he's been on a forever journey on trying to make an AI that properly works and with no flaws, and then he finally does it, and he requests from the head, I can't remember what she was, but basically the boss that says, oh, you could do this or that. He asked her if he could test one of the robots to see if the artificial intelligence works, and she told him no, this is a weapons, they're working in a weapons how do I say it? A weapons business, where they make weapons and stuff like that, and where they make weapons, guns, designs, and stuff like that. And so he secretly steals a robot and puts an AI, and then there's these side characters. Well, not really side characters; they're kind of main characters as well. They plan to heist him and steal to try to see if he has a remote to turn off the robot so they can do a heist. And so happens whenever he's he stole the robot that he was gonna test out with the AI. They hijack his van and they kidnap him, right? And they ask him where's his if they have anything like a remote or something to turn off the robots. And he's telling them there is no remote, there's nothing to turn them off. They're not controlled by me, right? They're not controlled by him. And they're telling him, they're saying his lies, and then one of the dudes is looking in his van to see if he has a remote of any kind or something. And they find the robot, and they're questioning, what is this? And he goes, is something I was gonna test something. And he goes, what were you gonna test? And he goes, artificial intelligence. And he goes, what are you talking? They ask him, what are you talking about? And he goes, he goes, basically a thinking and living machine. And so they do it, right? And basically the gang members become like their parents, his parents, right? The robot's parents, and then the scientist dude is like his creator. He calls him creator in that. And then the creator treats him like a son, but the gangsters try to get the gangsters, besides the girl one, which he calls mommy, he tries to they try to use him so they could like do heists and stuff with him. But the creator said that told him not to do bad stuff, and the gangsters got mad that he told them that, right? But they end up tricking him to do the heist, right? And at the end there's like a big whole climax scene where like they give authorization to the other dude, the villain, to use the moose to kill the Chappie thing, to kill the Chappie character, which is the robot that gains sentient, right? They call him Chappie. And so he tries to kill him and the gangsters, right? And then I lost track. And then he and then since he's a robot and his processing is faster than like a human brain, or like the components he has in him, he's able to like go on the internet and like search up everything and know it instantly, right? And so he figures out how to download consciousness, and then he ends up making like backup drives of all the gangsters, or his mommy's backup consciousness, and it so happens in the climax scene she dies. And then at the end credits, he hacks into at the very end, he like transfers his creator's body into a robot body. And then the end credit scene, what do you call it? He hacks into like a robot making thing in Japan, where for some reason the models there are like are girl figured, and then he downloads he inputs his mommy's consciousness to the robots over there, to a robot, one robot over there, not the robots over there. I thought it was a really good movie. I liked it. What's another good movie or TV show? There's a lot of talk about the Mandalorian because of the Yoda meme, or the Baby Yoda meme. Baby Yoda meme's a little overhyped, I guess. The Mandalorian seems cool, but I'm not a too big fan of Star Wars. And what do you call it? I'm not too sure what other movies. Man, I still got quite a bit to go. I still got that side. I'm probably gonna finish this up, and I'm probably gonna call it a stream. It's getting late. I'm kind of tired. Been up very early. Then oh, there's this show on YouTube called Hazbin Hotel, and by God, if you have not watched it, what are you doing? It's a really good. Oh, I gotta announce this. It's not for kids. It's for. Clearly, it's for adults, but it's a really good animation. It's an animation made by a YouTuber named Vipsy Pop. She's trying to make a series. She's trying to make a series on her own. No help with like no company or no no help with what do you call it? Like no help with company or like a business, or I don't know how to say, a business industry in a business industry where they get cartoons from like when you see cartoons from TV. She's trying to do it like all her own, like full on episodes and seasons and all that. And she's also going to be doing another spin-off in the same universe called Hell of a Boss. That one's not for kids either. But those two are one of the best animations I've ever seen from an animation YouTuber. They're so good. They're hilarious. And they're beautiful art pieces. I like Hell of a Boss because they had got a character from one of my favorite shows of all times as a child, Invader Zim. They got the dude that voiced Zim in Invader Zim. They got that dude to play the voice in Hell of a Boss. They got him to play a character named Moxie. I don't want to spoil anything about any of the two animations. You guys should. Anybody who watches this, you should go watch it. Show Vipsy Pop love and support for those two animations, because they're like one of the best animations you could ever watch. Like very high quality animations on YouTube from an animator. I'm not saying all animators can't produce that high quality, but it's very nice. It's like very good. It's very funny as well. As I said, you should go show Vipsy Pop some love and support. Again, it's called Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Two really good animations. Hazbin Hotel is like 30 minutes long, and it's the Hazbin Hotel pilot. And also Hell of a Boss is shorter, but it's still good. It's like I think it was like 11 or 15 minutes. And they're both pilots. They're two different shows in the same universe, though. They're both in the same universe, but they're two completely different shows. And they're really good shows. That's all I could say. They're really good. And you should go watch it. Ooh. Oh, talking about Invader Zim as well. Invader Zim was a really good cartoon when I was growing up. I loved the creepiness and like and all that. Well, so enjoying. Welcome to the stream. As I was saying, Invader Zim was a really good cartoon. I love the creepiness. Hello. I love like the creepiness, like the edgy and creepiness to the whole TV show. I'm very glad they were able to make a movie not too long ago. I think it was like I think it wasn't too long ago that they made a movie. I think it was a couple months ago, like 3 months ago. I think it was. They made a movie, and man, the movie was not disappointing. Oh man, I'm messing up. The movie was really good. I missed all like watching the movie, like it gave me like a lot of nostalgia from watching the TV show. I don't know what to talk about next. Completely other topics. I don't know that much more. I don't know that much more. I don't know that much more TV shows than that. Or I know a lot more. It's just I don't know any off the top of my head. Much more, or not too much. Next stream I'm gonna do, I don't know if the next stream I'm gonna do is try to finish this or play some Modern Warfare. I'll probably play some Modern Warfare because I haven't played Modern Warfare. I haven't played Modern Warfare multiplayer yet on stream. Yeah, I have no clue what to talk about. I've just been quiet for so long. I'm just trying to finish this up because I'm tired. Quite a bit tired. I wasn't placing blocks. Alright, that's about. I'm gonna end the stream here. I finished all the runways. Next time, I don't know if I'm gonna do it off stream or on stream, but I'm gonna have to do all the lines on the parking lots here and all that. And I still got this part over here to finish as well. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm gonna end this stream here. And I'm gonna get I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but yeah. Well, this is the end of the stream. I'm tired. Alright.